Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your November 19th reading. November already. Here we go, guys. Let's talk about the overall energy for you for November. We have the flexible card, okay? So, this card is talking about you're so close to the end of a cycle. I mean, you are so close. However, before that cycle can close all the way and you can move on with the next part of your life, okay? You need to do some emotional and psychological closure of your own here. So this card talks about being flexible in the way where you have to forgive, right? You have to make amends. That could be with others, that could be with yourself, that could be with your angels, your spirit guides. Maybe you're mad at them, right? But this needs to be done so that you can move on. Your lesson is so close to being learned because that's what we do here, right? Everything is pretty much a lesson. As we are born into this world and we go through, we're learning lessons, right? And that's why we're wise when we're older, right? You don't normally hear of someone who's very wise when they're younger. Yes, it happens, but that's what we're here to do. So this month is definitely a time for you to make those emotional and psychological closures, right? Once you do that, the answers that you're looking for will be found. Okay, so a lot of you are looking for an answer, wanting an answer on something, but until you kind of go clean house, if you will, apologize, apologize, making amends with anything in your life, whether that be people, yourself, again, until you do that, you won't find the answers, okay? You'll be stuck at that very end, right, where you're so close. So, highly recommend that you do that. The very first card that we have out for you for the tarot is the Lover's card, okay? So, again, this represents for you love, harmony, your values being in alignment. This card also indicates choices. So, you have the choice on whether to do this or not, right? There are other choices in your life that maybe you're stuck on trying to find an answer to. Right? Which way do I go? You're not going to find that answer until you have that closure, guys. Okay? You're just not. So, then we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay? So this month, you're learning and there's teamwork involved. Teamwork can be work, right? But that can be family. That can be love. Teamwork, can be two people. It can be, a partnership that you have. And you need that this month. You want that, and you will implement what you've learned. So, again, once you close that out, that energy, right? Once you close that out, you are going to be able to, you've learned from it, and you'll be able to implement it in the rest of your life, right? It's very good. I like that because our lessons aren't just to learn, it's to take from that and implement it into our lives. So, Cancer, then we have the Knight of Pentacles for you. This is you feeling stuck in the cycle. You want that cycle of your life to be over. Yeah, you do. You're feeling stuck. Well, Spirit's here to tell you what you need to do. And once you do that, guys, it ultimately is going to lead you to this Nine of Cups energy, which is feeling satisfied, feeling content. It's also the wish come true card. Maybe you've wanted to make amends with someone. And that's the wish that's coming true. I mean, it could be a big wish, small wish. Wishes are wishes, but it will come true. And then you have the Two of Swords, okay? So this is you, again, it goes hand in hand with this Knight of Pentacles. You're feeling stuck, right? There's a stalemate. I have a big feeling this has to do with relationships, guys, and I'm not talking necessarily about romantic. This might be you're in a fight with a sibling. This, could be, you're in a fight with a coworker. I mean, whatever it is. But you're feeling like, oh, there's nowhere we can go. Nobody can push forward. So we're just going to sit here. Well, that's not a good place to be. You might have to be the bigger person. You might have to, even though you're probably right? But you definitely need to do some forgiving, right? Release all that, even if it's with yourself. Sometimes it's with ourselves, so we can't forgive ourselves for something. It's time. It's definitely time. Otherwise, you're just going to sit here in the cycle, all right? And you're so close to closing it. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and this is, you know, for some of you, if this is career, money, finance related, this is financial independence, okay? This absolutely is whatever you need to close is going to bring you more financial independence. Even more so, this is talking about self-care. So when we have those forgivenesses, we make those apologies or apologies are made to us, that is self-care, okay? That is emotional healing. So, yeah, it's going right back to saying, let that happen. You know, be in control. You might have to be the one in control of it. You might have to be the bigger person on this, especially if it's with yourself, guys. If there's something emotionally with yourself that's holding you back, now's the time to forgive yourself for something. And it's funny, guilt is horrible, right? And we can feel guilty about the littlest things that really don't matter. You got to forgive yourself. Then we have the Page of Cups, and this is intuitive messages are coming in, okay? So that's where the answers are coming from. Intuitive messages straight from the divine are coming in, right? This little fish is telling him, he's whispering in his ear, right? He's giving him the answer. You will get the answer, once again, if you choose to end this cycle here. Then, Cancer, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is you prioritizing your life, making that decision to go ahead and, you know, say, all right, this needs to end now. I'm going to go apologize to this person because this has gotten out of hand, right? Some of you, it's not even a big thing. It's just some little thing, some little argument, disagreement that just, you know, spun out of control. But it can be healed. And once you do that, look at all that anxiety, worry, fear, staying up at night. You're going to continue to have that, guys. Okay, you're going to continue if you don't make the right choice here on what to do. So again, we are all human. We have free will. We can make our own choices. So this is a little warning from Spirit saying, do you really want to sit in this anxiety and fear and worry? I don't think you do. Because again, if you release it, you have the Three of Cups, right? This is celebration with friends. This is celebration mostly with friends, right? But that can be coworkers. It can be family. I have many family members that I consider friends, pretty much all of them. So, you know, there's celebration to be had. There will be a release, hugs, like, and all that anxiety is going to go away. I mean, it's a really good time. Feeling very, very good once you do that. Then you have the Three of Wands in reverse, and this is saying, yeah, you have obstacles getting to whatever this goal is, this ending this cycle. Yes, you have these obstacles, but you can make them go away, right? You can make it end. So again, I still feel like for you guys, I still feel for a lot of you, you're going to have to be that bigger person, make that first move, okay? I really do. And that's a good place to be because that's, you know, that's maturity. That is emotional maturity, right? It just is. It's a nice place to be. Then we have the Hangman in reverse, and this is also talking about you stalling. This is the universe saying, don't stall on this. It's just going to keep you locked in that, you know, cycle. You're close again, you think, oh, I get to move on. And nope, right back in it. Okay, so don't stall on this. It's a choice. I know it's a hard choice, but it's a choice. And then, Cancer, for November, we're going to go to the bottom of the deck and see what's happening here. Okay, so we have the King of Cups. This is your inner feelings on this, okay? That's the hard decision because you really feel like, you know, you're definitely in the right, and you probably are. Again, maybe some of you aren't, but you probably are. And just go with your inner feelings because your inner feelings, your gut, right, is going to say, let's go do this. Let's end this, right? So because you know you will feel so much better, right? You'll feel so much better about it. And then you have the Emperor in reverse, and this is talking about, listen, this is you in the most positive way dominating the situation. And that is basically in a positive way saying, yes, you are going to grab the situation, you are going to fix it, you're going to apologize, you're going to make it all better, all right? Like, you're done. Like, let's you know, sometimes... Right? This happens a lot in my life. That's why I'm chuckling about it. A lot of time in my life when it comes to friends, family, kids, all of that, when people are in a disagreement, and even though I know it's so silly, right? I have to go in and I have to grab both people, put them in a room, and be the mediator and say, hey, We're not doing this anymore, right? We're not doing this anymore. Let's get down to the root of the problem. What's the real issue here? And let's make amends. And at the end, normally they're hugging, right? And everybody's feeling better. So you might be that person, right? But more so it's just so that Spirit's having me say that so that you know that it will end up good, okay? It will end up very good. Then we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords here is a new way of communicating, right? This is so good. Once you do this, you're going to have a better relationship with this person. Whether if this is, like I said, work, family, even romantic, maybe it is with your partner, right? There's going to be a nice new way of communicating. So you'll sit down, you'll say, you said or did this. I didn't like that. This was my reaction. Maybe not the best. And it's going to, that's what like therapy is, right? When you go to a couples therapy, right? They teach you how to communicate in a different way. You don't necessarily have to go to therapy. You're going to learn this. That's really nice. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And this is finding your own self-worth in this. That is the wrap up to this. You will find so much more self-worth. Not that you already aren't, but we tend to not find ourselves worthy of things. You are, and you're going to find that self-worth. You're going to be proud of yourself. Like, you know what? I took the first step. I made this good because I was the bigger person, okay? So I love this, though. I know it's like, that doesn't sound very fun. It doesn't, and I know, but it's going to be it's going to release so much. It's going to feel so good, all right? And I have a ton of ringing in my ears, which is, that's the angels coming in, right? And saying, yes, most of the time I will, if you've watched my readings before, I get chills at certain points in a certain way. And that's how Spirit communicates with me. However, sometimes I get ringing in my ears, and when I get ringing in my ears, it's a very important message, okay? That's like a very, very important message saying, please, your angels are saying, I know you have free will, but please go make amends. Please go make amends, okay? And in the end, when we look at the tea leaf cards, it's going to lead you to victory, right? Victory in some endeavor, which means that either victory in the relationship being healed, victory at the workplace, right? And not in that undercutting sort of way. Like, it's just going to heal, and there will be victory for all parties. And then, I know this doesn't make sense to you guys, but you have a secret admirer, and you're like, wait, what? What does that mean with this reading? Okay, this isn't necessarily about love in the traditional way, right? But what this card is saying is that person really does admire you. They're not telling you. And they're hurting just as much, maybe more. I have a feeling that this person's hurting more, and they're being very, very stubborn, right? So, again, they really admire you. They're keeping it secret right now, but they do. They look up to you, okay? So give them another reason to look up to you by being the bigger person, okay? And this is going to make, look, the moon, it's going to change your life. This will make changes in your life. You'll be able to end the cycle, learn the lesson, and move on to bigger and better things. All right, so I am going to tell you this, guys. Before we go, you'll want to look up this angel number. And I am big on the angel numbers. It's one of the easiest ways that they can communicate with us, okay? One of the easiest. There's always signs and synchronicities. So for you guys, you need to look up the number 3333. That's 4 3s in a row. Okay, look up that angel number because you do. You've got 1 3, another 3, another 3, and this one in numerology adds up to a 3. So you need to do that, okay? You absolutely need to do that. There is a message from your angels, okay? On that note, guys, it's going to be a good November for you. It really is. Be the bigger person. I love you. I'm proud of you. Have a wonderful November. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. That lets YouTube know that this is of value to you. And don't forget to hit that little bell that notifies you of when a new video is uploaded. So, my Cancer, have a beautiful November.